When you think of your typical cryptocurrency financial advisor, again, I'm not a financial advisor. This YouTube channel is just my journey, but you tend to think of someone a little prestigious, wearing a suit, a tie, maybe wearing some glasses, someone that's respectable that, you could really trust when they give you crypto advice and what you should do. I can't really think that someone with, like some big jugs or a dump truck ass that will put a Pixar mom to shame would be the best financial advisor, aka Kim Kardashian.
Nerdy dude stuff. No beer of the day today, as we do have work in a couple of hours, and I'm sure it'd be frowned upon if we go to work even after having one beer, but I do want to take this normal beer review time to remind you that if you'd like to buy me a beer, there's a link in the description for buymeacoffee.com. Of course, we know that coffee really means beer, and then make sure you leave a comment with what beers you'd like me to try to find and try and give a review on this channel. Thanks for your support. Bink! Bong! What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video on Nerdy Dude Stuff about crypto. If this is your first time on the channel, please take a moment to consider subscribing, turning on the bell notification, and liking this video. Now, I don't really think that this video is going to get a lot of traction, as I was kind of hoping it was. We have tried one of these celebrity talk about in the crypto space videos before with our Matt Damon caused the, the bear market in Bitcoin with his crypto.com commercial, but I kind of wanted to touch base on this video and this news article that my wife sent me because she actually had some relation with what she does for work. Have this article sent and given to her, what she thought would be good for me to go over and to talk about, and it's kind of relevant to someone like me who is, I'm going to use this term loosely, an influencer, just because we are such a small channel and such a small community and we don't get a lot of traction. But at the end of the day, that doesn't take into consideration from like the SEC and the FTC if I was to do sponsored content or promotional content in regards to cryptocurrency. So today's video, we are going to be reviewing an article about Kim Kardashian and not disclosing that she basically took paid promotion for Ethereum Max, I think it was, and didn't really truly disclose that to her audience and how much she was fined and how that can impact a YouTube channel such as myself or any other us YouTubers that do crypto and then, take promotional payments. And of course, we're going to talk about the that's right, only 2 videos that I've ever done that were fully sponsored where I disclosed everything and which platforms those were, because we are going to be touching base on those here in the near future. So let's go look at the article. If you want to read this article yourself versus my terrible paraphrasing or spot-on reading, depending on what I'm going to do here in a minute, you can go to adlawaccess.com and just search Kim Kardashian crypto, and this will pop up. You'll see SEC is the latest agency to keep up with the Kardashians, or just use the link in the description below so that way you could read this yourself. Not really a long article, but let's just get started here. Like I said, the title is SEC is the latest agency to keep up with the Kardashians. This was posted on October 3rd, which is yesterday. At the time of recording this video, and posted in influencers. I guess it's their section on Ad Law Access. But anyway, in these difficult financial times, some of us may turn to our financial advisors for advice. Again, not a financial advisor. This YouTube channel is my journey. This is just an educational video about the SEC and the FTC and all that jazz. Others may turn to Kim Kardashian. If you fall into the later category, you may have seen that last year, Miss Kardashian posted a story on Instagram in which she shared what her friends just told her about the Ethereum Max token. Do you really think that someone like Kim Kardashian would sit there and have a lot of crypto friends that are really well versed, actively mining, looking at plug and play channels, setting up the perfect helium settings? No, they're all like, should probably check out this pyramid scheme. Now, again, I don't know anything about Ethereum Max, but if it's that easy to entice someone to get in there, your friends, then Anyway, people who read the post could swipe up to join the Emax community and purchase tokens. Not disclosed, but not surprising, was the fact that Miss Kardashian was paid $250,000 for the post. If you read the blog, you know that the FTC requires celebrities, influencers, and even regular people to clearly and conspicuously disclose when they have been paid to promote something. It turns out, though, that the FTC is not only the only federal agency to require this. Today, the SEC announced that it had reached a settlement with Ms. Kardashian over the post, which allegedly violated the anti-touting provision of the federal securities law. Even though the post included hashtag ad, which can if clearly disclosed, satisfy the FTC's requirements. That wasn't enough to satisfy the SEC. Section 17B of the Securities Act requires an influencer disclose the receipt of consideration and the amount thereof. SEC Chair Gary Gensler noted that the case serves as a reminder to celebrities and others that the law requires them to disclose to the public when and how much they are paid to promote investing in securities. Ms. Kardashian agreed to settle the SEC's charges, pay $1.26 million in penalties, disgorgement, and interest, and cooperate with the Commission's ongoing investigation. She also agreed not to promote any crypto asset securities for 3 years. It's probably a benefit to the community, if I'm in all honesty. So she, if you do look at Ms. Kardashian for financial advice, note that the scope of that advice will be temporarily limited. This article is written terribly. In the meantime, you can click here to learn more about the crypto practice and here to read about all of that. So very, very important that, you know, as a crypto YouTuber / regular person, I actually do get quite a few emails now, because I did put my email in the description of my channel on the channel page. And if you're looking for some, I am looking for some sponsorship, so reach out to me, email me with a good project. I'll take a look at it and we'll discuss if we can actually do content and videos on it. But anyway, we actually do get a lot of people that reach out saying, oh, promote my NFT, promote this, promote that. You know, I really don't do a lot of that content. There is some exceptions to the rule, like the Cadena, whereas the Cadena Mining Club fam, I did get into that. I do have to do another video on this since this is open, but there was no promotion or sponsorship from the actual Cadena Mining Club, unless you guys want to give me an NFT, I'll do another video. But wow, I'm such a sellout right now. But this NFT that I earned, which I haven't actually showcased it on the screen, was a gift from a subscriber, and that caught my attention to do this video. So even though there was no obligation to do this video, and there's no obligation for me to actually state that I did receive something for doing this, this NFT that was minted for me was a gift from a subscriber. But we have other platforms we did have to go very clearly, and I had to run these things through my wife on if I was disclosing the information that I was provided correctly. One of the main ones was CudoMiner with the SCP mining. I did actually, I would say it was a promotional sponsored video in the sense that they didn't pay me for it. They typically, when you purchase one of these miners, you would get I think it's a 42.5% rebate. As an incentive to do an unboxing video, I was sent a miner with a 100% rebate. So I had to purchase the device, and then they would give me a 100% rebate over the course of the regular rebate time frame that people get, that 42.5%. So what that means is if we pull up my miner right here, we did have some issues with our very first miner, so we did have to get a replacement miner, which went live on 3/16. But you could see here that I've gotten partial rebate here, $148, $297. At the end of the day, my total rebate is going to equal the amount of $3,500, whereas everyone else's will be 42.5% of that. That was one of the paid promotional sponsored videos that I did, which I clearly state that in the video itself, and as well as the description of that video, to make sure that there's no questions about it. I did say I got 100% rebate on it because I disclosed that to you. The other form of paid sponsored content that I've done, I don't know why I keep doing this, like it legit is what it is, but I guess since I'm referring to that article, is the World of Freight side of things. Now, did I really make a huge amount on this? No, other than being a part of the community and finding, you know, I've been playing all their poker and stuff, but I did a video on this. I looked into this platform and I kind of showcased on how to do it, and I kind of created a video that was a long form content here on my channel, as well as we could snip out an actual how to mint one of these World of Freight tokens. I was provided in the amount of how much a token costs to mint in Ethereum to go ahead and mint one of those tokens on camera, and to do a how to. Now you might sit there and say, well, what kind of financial gain is that if they're literally just giving you the product to like test and review in versus the long run? It's because these NFTs will have two functions, one for World of Freight, one for their big projects of plane coming out. But when it comes to the World of Freight side of things, these are a good passive income, a good passive earner. They're not just an NFT that you collect and sit there and go, ooh, ape strong or whatever. Each one of these NFTs will earn you 25 World of Freight tokens over the course of 10 years per day. On top of that, you can take your tokens and you can enter races. Let's go to upcoming races here, and it's a play to earn style game, and you can join these races, and they also pay out in World of Freight tokens, which you can either swap or use to upgrade your vehicle. So just because, you know, they gave me just enough to mint one of these tokens on screen for these videos, there is some longevity to this product and this NFT to where I was like, okay, that's agreeable. This is a play to earn game. I have no problem doing this video content for you. And then of course that gives me longevity and content in the long run. Last thing I'm going to bring up about World of Freight is that if you guys do, or you haven't pulled the trigger or jumped in on it right now, they are doing a promotion where if you go and you mint a token and use the term or the code NERDY, you will then get yourself 5,000 World of Freight tokens that you can then go and upgrade your vehicle in your garage to do stronger, better races. So if you haven't jumped in, now's the time to do that. This is not paid content. This is not paid material or sponsorship. This is just one of the updates that they have done, and I felt this was a good way to squeak it into this video and to give it a little bit more of a time frame. Anywho, that's going to do it for me today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the news article and the update. Stay tuned to the channel because we actually have another news article that we want to go over probably either tomorrow or in the next 2 days, and it is the Forbes article on helium mining. I will also show my helium numbers again, as I always do, kind of where we're at this week, and I'm actually very, very happy with some of the results. We're kind of getting a little bit higher than what we've been used to with 4 of our miners, so we'll make sure we keep them on screen. So make sure you stay tuned for that, and then, of course, you know, subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. I'm O'Prius. We'll see you guys next time.